And lastly but not leastly, the man we all aspire to be, Mr. Lone Tony Joe. Would any of you like to say a couple of words?
Yes. Thank you, Carl. I wouldn't aspire to be me. It might be a mistake. Now, a few artefacts here, just to let you newbies, you young people who've only been around 20 years or so, that we've got a considerable heritage. Like if I can find the right piece there, it's in here somewhere. We weren't always 3D, of course. We were Triple M. Hey, but isn't there a Triple M now? Well, we sold them that call sign, which saved our bacon at one stage because we were so much in debt. Triple M. Little did we know when we had a meeting at the jam factory and we argued about whether we be 5EMU or... I tell you what, there was a lot of support for 5BYO. But Triple M won out, and then 20 years later it paid our debts and all was well. Do you know, wasn't even this... We were on a different frequency. We weren't 93.7. I think it says on one of those stickers it was
103.3.
100 what was it?
103.3. Yeah.
Well done, Chris. Thank you for that. Yes. So I forget why we had to move, but so we did.
We're in the way.
Yeah. All of this, and thank you, friends. Thank you for being here and being part of something that for a long time we thought could not possibly survive. A lot of people said, no way, non-commercial. What are you going to get money from? Well, friends, little did we know that we were crowdfunding ourselves before that term even existed. We're a crowd-funded place. The majority of our money comes from subscribers. And are you working hard enough to attract subscribers? Or are you just indulging yourselves and having a good time running a radio program, because that don't work for very long unless you get subscribers? So that's what it's all about, friends. And I must say that we've had 4 locations. We had originally the old funeral parlour on McGill Road. People laughed at me when I said, hey, there's a spring in the cellar. We should bottle mineral water. And people said, nobody will pay money for water. Won't work. Of course, then we go to what used to be 5KA, where I remember 5KA announcers who, I remember them at a gig at the TIV at one stage. Young fellas, could have been a gig like this. People used to actually go to all the trouble to produce these sorts of one-off posters for a small gig at the Tivoli in the days when it had the sticky carpet. Legendary. But of great interest is the prices down the bottom.
$2.50.
Yeah, $1 for subscribers, $1, and others a whole $5.50. 5 Triple M presents the lounge at the Tivoli, when the Tivoli was a gig, and that was, somebody worked long and hard to produce that particular thing. I remember the 5KA guys that were hanging out there too saying, you guys won't survive, there's not a chance. Where are they now? We moved into their previous premises, which is, of course, all been knocked down. It was part of the Morn Methodist Church before they put up the skyscraper there near the market. We moved into that purpose-built radio station. What a mistake that was. Tiny little rooms. No place for a band to play and be recorded. Absolutely nowhere to park.
Saturday morning, right out the front.
Yeah, that's when you're starting at 5 a.m. That's all right, Michael. But, it was great being near the market if you'd got a park. And okay, we then moved into good old Nelson Street, Stepney, where we, you know, us ferals felt home amongst the cockroaches and the mice and so on, and we were really happy there for a while. But then, of course, the council wants to redevelop, and we move. Well, if it hadn't been for Robert Aliff that bust a gut getting that place set up for us on Paynham Road, I don't know where we'd be right now. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert. And we're all chrome and glass, and we look so flash, and it feels so fake to some of us that came from other places. But so it goes. So thank you for being part of the life that seems to keep rolling on for some reason. What a weird confederation we are of different genres. We often hate each other's music, but we'll fight for your right to do it. And it's been that way for so long. It's been amazing that people like Carl have been willing to step up and be chair. It can be pretty stressful at times. I remember at one stage when I was chair, there was a meeting with the Highways Department that owned the building on the first place on McGill Road. We were a long way behind in rent. And they said, Peter, you haven't got something to sell, because we didn't have advertising. Blessed Ian Moore, I think, one of our techs said, yes, we have. We've got subcarriers. I didn't know what a subcarrier was. You probably don't know what they were. But in those days, the FM signal could have subcarriers attached. And we were contracting to put music into supermarkets. It wasn't our music, it was the supermarket chains that were contracting to access our subcarrier, and that survived. Then on another occasion, thank you cigarette smokers, because you paid our bills, because Foundation South Australia, that existed back a long time ago with Barry Robin as the chair, the footballer was the chair. Foundation South Australia gave us enough money at one stage to receive a cheque. This is smokers' money. Doesn't exist anymore, that foundation. And straight away we gave it to whoever we owed money to. I don't even know. But why did we start with 7 paid staff? Why? What were we thinking? How were we going to... Well, they were all good folks that had busted a gut to get that place going. And it felt right. But now, the miracle of the place is that we run on no paid staff. Popping at the microphone, I should do better. Sorry, Carl. No paid staff. How do we do that? I think we are a wonder amongst public broadcasters throughout the nation. There is a lot of public broadcasting stations now. But 3D, I think, is absolutely weirdly, bizarrely unique about things. And I'll finish by saying you've got to promote the 3D app more, because podcasts are threatening us. The 3D app is a way to get more listeners without them having to tune in at any particular time. It's a brilliant innovation, the 3D app. And get more subscribers, please. Thanks, Carl.
Was that just one of them?
That was just one. I need to go about things.
Yeah.
Who else has got words?
Come on, Robert.
I remember the night we bopped on Down the Dial. Right, we were scheduled on a Tuesday night to change our frequency. Well, it didn't happen. So those of us who had just finished the late night shift that usually ended about 2 o'clock in the morning thought, we're not supposed to be broadcasting after 2 o'clock in the morning, but we're on a frequency that doesn't exist. All right, let's do it. So 4 of us took over the studios and just kept broadcasting through the night, first time ever during weekdays. Unfortunately, I was also doing the Wednesday breakfast show. It was a long period in the radio.
Yeah, I got nothing to say. But thank you all. Keep being weird, I think, is what we need to walk away from this tonight. Listen to the station, listen to the other weirdos, turn them off when you don't want to listen to them. But just keep being weird yourself as announcers, and let's keep this going for another 42 years, eh? 84, who's going to be there?
We'll try.
Okay. Young people. There are young people here. You're going to be here. But, two words? Two words.
More than two. I just want to say thank you to Lex. Where is she? She did all the theming, which has been amazing, and to Tiff and Ali and Mary and Josh tonight, and all the spam committee for helping bring this together. And I will shout out to my husband for designing the pins. Thanks, Cameron, who's not here. Thanks, everyone.
And that's what I was going to say. Southside Bob, are you going to play some more tunes? Yeah. Very good. Enjoy, people. Have a wonderful, safe Christmas. Stay clean and walk. Oh, I saw that. Lucky no one else did. Be safe, yeah, and just enjoy your Christmas and New Year. We'll see you next year. Cool, thanks. Sorry, thank you, Sonia, for everything you've done.
Hoping for some more bubbles.
It's a go-to bubble. Hey Selby, are we doing how to make gravy again this year?
Oh, you've missed it.
Are we doing how to make gravy again this year?
I got in so much trouble from Tiff that I didn't.
Paul Kelly sided with Tiff.
I don't know, ask her about it.
Oh my god. Long time no see, John.
I've played it twice.
Going through getting all the members.
We live in an apartment above the shore. That'll be fine.
This is an Uber.
This is like, what's the top tier Uber?
Oh, Uber Plus, XL, some of them.